Some fantasy football relevant news in case you missed it today. Calvin Ridley was reinstated by the NFL today. Former first-round wide receiver who had 143 targets, 1,374 receiving yards back in 2020 as a top 5 fantasy wide receiver. Good news for Doug Peterson and the Jaguars, who were a playoff team that won a playoff game this past season, led by Trevor Lawrence, who took a big jump in year 2. The Rams are allowing Allen Robinson and his agent to seek a trade. 22 games played the last 2 seasons. He has been outside the top 80 for fantasy wide receivers in both of them. A report came out that the Titans are shopping Derrick Henry, who is 29 years young and is coming off of a 1,538 rushing yard and 13 touchdown season. No Derrick Henry in the future might mean a shift to more passing in Tennessee, which could be a bump for young guys like Treylon Burks and Chig Okonkwo. Probably the biggest news of the day, Derek Carr is going to be a Saint. It wasn't pretty for Derek Carr or the Raiders this past season, but we can look at Davante Adams, who had a career year in targets and air yards, and maybe relate that to Chris Olave. Because while Derek Carr was top 5 in deep ball attempts and air yards, Chris Olave was number 8 in air yards for the wide receiver position and number 4 in deep ball targets. I know it's tough to trust Michael Thomas, but if he remains and is healthy, it could be a bump for him. Juwan Johnson will have to see if he leaves or not in free agency. Comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, is going to be back in Seattle on a multi-year deal. Across 18 weeks, Tyler Lockett was the wide receiver 13 overall, DK Metcalf, the wide receiver 16 overall. Tyler Lockett had 117, DK Metcalf 141 targets from Geno Smith. And to end the video, talking about tag, Josh Jacobs got tagged, and so did Tony Pollard. And we are just getting started in this offseason. The combine is over. We still got the NFL draft to come, free agency, lots of stuff. So be sure to subscribe wherever you are seeing this.